Hello, I'm Bobby Moore. This is the insatiable Scott Thomas.
Insatiable.
Insatiable, yes, you
Yes, awesome.
with East Tennessee Music Scene, and today we are sitting with Matt from Killing Grace. How you been doing, brother?
Absolutely better than I deserve, man. Absolutely better. Gigging a lot. Next weekend's the first weekend off I've had from gigs in 5 weeks, so excited about seeing my family and excited about getting back into the rehearsal studio, because even when we're off, we go right back together as bands and start writing again. So I'm excited about next weekend, but I'm even more excited about tonight, getting to come up here to Knoxville again and play with not only Killing Grace, but I've got a band that I'm lucky enough to also sing for called Burning Yesterday out of Nashville. So I've got both bands on the same bill for the first time ever tonight, and I'm excited. I think I got inspired by Mike Muir from Suicidal Tendencies years ago. I saw Infectious Grooves open it up for them, and they're both him. So he opened up for himself, and I was like, and Dierks Bentley does that in the country scene. When he plays a concert, he has a band called Country Nights or something, where they all wear masks, and it's just his band, and they open up for themselves.
Oh, nice.
And I thought, I'm doing that today. So, but I've been doing great, better than I deserve, man. I got so much to tell you. I got so much records coming out and stuff. So doing really good. I'm just anxious for the future. Really
Things have been hopping for you.
What's that?
Things have been really hopping for you.
Insane. Ever since last May, they got busy again, and we are 9 songs down on a 13-song album in the new album, our new band Burning Yesterday. And then Killing Grace is finally working on the album after our biggest album ever, which is Speak with a Fist. And we are chugging through it. We have a song that we are sitting on top of that no one knows about until this interview, called October Sunshine. That will be the new Killing Grace. And the new Killing Grace, this album is a left turn. You know, Killing Grace, everybody, we've been together 15 years, and most people will at least say, I don't even know who he is or I am, but they know, they've heard one of our songs. You know, we've been blessed. And the new album is kind of a left turn. It's this hard, it's got more Southern vibe in it than anything we've ever done. It just sounds like where we're from now, in a dirty, heavy metal, hard rock sort of way, in a Dangerous Toys, Brother Kane sort of way. And what I love about it was we had no idea that was going to happen. We just started writing songs for the new album, and we keep looking at each other going, is this the direction we're going in? And we love it, because like I said, it's like a new chapter. It's like something just opened up, and we're like, oh my God, we can do this and we can do that. And I felt like for a couple of years we were so concentrating on, we got to have another single. Everybody loved 17 Scars. Okay, let's write Living Like Suicide. Oh, boom, that blew up. All right, made a music video. Oh my God, everybody expects something. Let's do Take Me With You, some power ballad. Now we got people coming and singing and crying on that song, and I'm like going, oh my God, this is working. But then all of a sudden it was all this pressure to have the next hit.
Yeah.
And I credit Rob McKee, our drummer in Killing Grace, to really have stood up and just said, stop. Let's make an album for us again. We're starting to get ahead of ourselves and worry about what's the next big thing. That's not what we're about. Let's worry about what's the next favorite of our songs.
Just get back to your roots.
Just get back to our roots. And this new album's kind of doing that. And like I said, my favorite part of it is it sounds like we're a bunch of Tennessee boys again. It doesn't sound like we're trying to go national and be some big radio stars. Now it sounds like, oh yeah, it sounds like them Tennessee boys. You know, I'm really proud of that.
Stay back in your roots and just let the music flow aesthetically.
Exactly.
Yes.
It got organic again. It got real again. And it wasn't not real before, but we got caught up in our own hoop. Like everybody was like, you know, we're packing shows and everybody's knowing all the words, and we're like, oh, we got to write another hit song. And finally on this album, we're like, I don't know what constitutes a hit song, but I know if we love it, it's a good song.
Yeah.
Let's get back to songs we love, and it's not always write it for them. When we first started out, we were writing songs for us, and then people just liked it and it blew up. Yeah. Let's get back to that, you know, and even if people go, I don't like this, but we did, you know, but I don't think that'll happen, because I'm telling you, man, I know some stuff y'all don't about the new album, and it makes me, you know, go like this a lot, you know. I just, you know, I'm rubbing, I'm feeling good. I'm just excited. That future is really bright for both bands. One of them's about to come up with an album, and they're brand new. And then Killing Grace, after 15 years, you know, and 8 albums that were not on labels, and then 2 big albums on labels, we're about to take a left turn and go crazy. And The future is exciting again. I'm remembering why I love to do this again instead of going, okay, we got 18 dates. We got to go do this. We got to be perfect. We got to be, everybody, you know, we forgot, in everything you just heard me say, there wasn't a lot of fun in that.
It becomes more like a job instead of like
it's a
you're
job,
having
and
fun
it's
and doing what you
and you start carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you start worrying about the guy next to you. Is he, you know, we've got to go up a level, up a level, up a level, and finally you start thinking, man, I'm pushing, but it's okay to push and have fun at the same time. And I especially, more than any other band members, I blame myself more than anybody, because you know I'm the lyricist and I'm the front man, and I started staring at a packed house and not even smiling about it. And I thought, you're a little kid from Clarksville. You came from nothing, dude. You know how lucky you are that all these people came out here to cheer you on, and you're frowning? What kind of jerk are you? And I did. I had about 3 or 4 months of just, I'm not afraid to admit it, crying in my living room. I just felt like I had let myself down. You know, I didn't feel like I'd let my fans down because they got the best of me. All my songs are my diary. You know, I'm singing you my life, you know. But for me, I was like, when is this going to be fun again? You know, when am I going to quit worrying about what the label thinks or what this thinks or what this article wrote about me? Yeah. When am I going to, or how many people? I only had 300 people last night. We should have had 400. 300 people came to see you. How about appreciate them and quit worrying? And I'm telling you, I went through this epiphany stage where, like I said, a lot of tears were shed. And then I came back to the band and I said, guys, I'm back. I'm going to do this right this time. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves. You know, we're going to remember why we're here. It's for the music first, and these dang people that come and support our causes, like tonight's cause. Yeah. I just thought, what an amazing cause. So many people. A lot of my friends, I don't know if you saw some of the articles, they're out of state, can't even do it. They're just sending, you know, their money, and they're sending their condolences across the lines.
We really appreciate that.
Well, that's my whole point is we do too. Even though it's Killing Grace and these are fans of ours, we do too. Because we are realizing that this thing got way bigger than the band did. Like, I'm being honest, our fans got bigger than the band is. Like, the buzz about us was bigger than us. So we're like, we don't know what to do next. We've never been this far, you know? And then you can only lie your way through so much of it before you have a nervous breakdown. Oh, yeah. And that's basically what I just described you. I finally had a nervous breakdown and went, okay, I'm going to start over. We got one of the greatest bands I've ever seen in my life, and I get to be in the band. So how about not screw this up, you know? Because on the path we were on was a collision course for all of us doing the big famous breakup where everybody hates each other and everybody's, because we got so far, and I thought, stop. Most of this is just straight up us being entitled, feeling entitled to, you know, just because I had a sold out show doesn't mean 2 people are coming to my next one, and now I remember that again. Yeah. You know, appreciating things is, man, talk about grounding yourself. When you start appreciating everything again.
Well, it's important to get back to your, as you were talking earlier, back to your roots, to when you were a child, you were dreaming about getting on stage and, you know, being that big band member.
Yes.
And if you let that go, and you let it control your life, and it will burn you out.
Yes, it did. It did, and it did control my life because I knew that I could not put another song out that wasn't better than the last song. And the last song was a really great song, and the song before that was a really great song. And, you know, we had this stream. You know, we went from Sin Against Sunday to Morphine to Revolution to 17 Scars to Living Like Suicide to Take Me With You to Crown of Thorns to Bloodline. I mean, it was hit after hit after hit. And like I said, we went out of our old contract 3 months before Sonic Music Night Records out of Fort Lauderdale calls up going, here's a contract. You know, I mean, all the other local bands, my friends are going, aren't you excited? I wasn't excited because I had already gotten jaded. I had already expected all this stuff. Yeah. And I look back and I miss the fact that I wish I would have had a little party with my friends and celebrated it. It's okay to be proud of yourself. And I was too busy going, oh, if you're proud of yourself, then you're egotistical, so don't do that. But then I forgot to have fun. Yeah. So I realized that it doesn't mean you're egotistical. It just means that you're actually in the moment. And I think the last few shows, the last few months that both Killing Grace and Berryman have done have been my favorite shows ever because I'm not missing anything anymore on stage. I'm looking at all of you. I'm feeling all your energy. I'm feeding off it. I'm listening to the sound man. I'm listening to the bartender. I'm soaking it all in because I'm starting to realize nothing lasts forever. And for 15 years, Killing Grace is, my God, what a brand we built. Yay. So instead of, I'm not going to take it for granted anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I'm going to appreciate every second and every person that even bothers to shake my hand. I'm going to appreciate them, you know.
I've never been on stage before like that, except for whenever I get up here and talk my thing. But I would think that when you're up here, you want to make sure that everybody's having a good time and you have a good time, because if you're not having a good time, they're going to see it.
They're going to see it.
And you want to be up there just having the most energy possible so you can put that out there and get it back in the same way.
Well, I think you've got about 6 hours to learn the chorus of Living Like Suicide, and I can put you on stage tonight singing with me. I know
Challenge accepted.
I'm just saying, man, don't you threaten me with a good time. I will get your butt on stage, and you will stand up here and sing with me.
I tell you, I'm a car singer.
6 hours.
I'm a car singer or a shower singer. I don't think I could get up here on stage and carry a tune.
Hit the note. You're not gonna hit the note?
I couldn't carry a tune with a coffee can.
Okay, if you can't hit the notes, here's the second best thing. We're going to go Kiss's last tour. You don't have to sing. You just go, and we'll do it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen him sing in the shower. He's pretty good.
I said it, Paul and Gene. I said it, Paul and Gene. Quit piping in your lyrics. We all know.
Quit sticking your tongue out and making that your stage.
Well,
name.
yeah. Yeah, at this point, we all went to see Ace Frehley instead. He came by himself. Shame on you. Anyway, sorry. Personal vendetta.
We really can't wait to see you guys on stage again. I mean, it's been only a couple months since we saw you with Killing Grace over at Barley's.
That's right. I was going to say, not here, but we did come up to Barley's. You had asked us to do it, and it was in between shows. Actually, we had 2 shows the weekends before and after. And I remember we talked about it, and we were like, let's do this. And Mike Russell from Divided We Stand lives right down the street. Now, if you remember, we took Divided We Stand on the Florida tour with us one time. That's how much we inappropriately love that Knoxville band. Divided We Stand has hurt my feelings every time I've seen it. Hurt my feelings. They are so great.
Yes.
I just tremble. When they're on stage, I'm like, this is how it's done. And that is one thing about Knoxville. Like I said, where I'm from, 10,000 bands. There's a million bands. That's why I'm really proud of Killing Grace for getting where we've been. Go to Knoxville, yes, you don't have that number, but the quality over quantity you have here,
yes.
This is my second home, and I've said it a million times. Alabama, Knoxville, and Nashville, these are our homes, because when I come to Knoxville, I'm always just like, holy crap, I cannot believe how many great bands you have. And Divided We Stand is amazing. And Mike lives in, like I said, he said, dude, I live in walking distance of Barley's. And for all the people that came out, Summoner Circle guys, from the Body guys, I'm leaving so many out. Paul from Cinema Maine. The love, and it has nothing to do with us, the love everybody has for each other in this town and respect, which is exactly what we've tried to build in Nashville, and we have built it. Watching it being built in Knoxville, my own manager has even said, I don't know, Knoxville's pretty much knocking on y'all's door on y'all to think y'all are so big and bad. They're killing. That's how much we respect this town. And
we're trying to get there.
You're getting there. You're getting there, and we will always come and do anything we can to do the one love thing here to get everybody to realize that we're so much stronger together as a seed than we are apart.
Yeah, I love that moniker you live by, One Love. It's awesome.
It all started for me when I was homeless in San Diego, California. I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee, and at 15 years old, I moved by myself. I asked my dad, he drove me to the B&A airport in Nashville, and I flew to San Diego. And I lived with my stepdad for, a couple months, and then I ended up living in a Pontiac Sunbird, true story, in Pacific Beach. Just horrible wherever car. I could ride.
Horrible car.
Oh, it was. Well, the shower system in there was horrible, too. And I lived in my car, and I was going through a thrash metal. This is the late 80s. Thrash had just come out. So I'm just like Slayer, Possessed, Sacred Reich. And I had a lot of past experiences, growing up coming from a single parent home and lower middle class and all that I just had all this hate inside me, and I knew right then I wanted to do music, but I didn't know why. I look back all these years later and say, now I know why I wanted to do music. It was the only outlet I was ever going to have or I was going to end up in jail or dead, because I had all this hate inside of me. And I'll never forget standing on stage at the Whiskey A Go Go in 1992 with a band called Dr. X, and it was sold out. We're the 10:30 slot, which is an incredible slot there. And we were singing, and I was terrible. The band was amazing, but I was young and new. I think I was 19 or 20 years old. But I'm doing my best, but the crowd thought it was great. Because I could sing enough to pull it off. But me personally, I knew, God, I could do better than this. And I was just beginning my career, and I remember Jeff Pilson of Dokken was running the sound. And he was wearing this great tracksuit. I'm like, is that redheaded? I said, redheaded guy. Jeff Pilson from Dokken, you know. Well, I go up there, and I'm young, and I'm like, look, they love me. And he laughed. And he goes, no, they don't love you, but they love what you do. And when you figure out the difference of that, once you figure out the difference between they don't love you, but they love what you do.
Yeah.
It's not about you, but it's about the art that you're given. And then the last thing he said was, he gave me a big old hug. And I didn't know him, and back then, you know, now I'm a big hugger. Back then, I didn't like people touching me and stuff. I was weird about it, you know. And he comes and gives me this big hug, and in my ear, he goes, man, just remember, one love, man. Everyone in here, man, love them the same. From your best guitar player to the guy that had to have somebody get him in on the ticket because he was too poor to get in. Yeah. Love them the same. And I know how stupid that sounds, but it changed my life.
It doesn't sound stupid.
I don't know how that all came out, but it changed my life because I went from this guy with all this hate inside of me. And at one time, I even was trying to go, oh, is it the music I'm listening to? I listen to Hateful. I thought, no. They're doing what I'm doing. They're providing an outlet to get all of it out so that you don't have to be a bad person in real life. And One Love, that's why One Love changed my life. You know, it living by the fact that if you love me, man, we can be bros. If you hate me, I'm going to try to still love you. I'm going to still try to be your friend. If you just cuss me out and fought me for 10 minutes and then I see you broken down on the road, I'm going to try to stop and help you. And you're going to go, why are you helping? Because you're another human being and I would want you to do it for me.
Yeah.
And that's where One Love came from. So thanks for noticing. Yeah, it's pretty hokey, I know, but it's something that is a lot deeper than just two words.
So it's really not hokey at all.
I
Because
appreciate
if more people would live by monikers such as that,
yes, sir.
then this world would be so much better.
Man.
More people are so involved with themselves that they just kind of lose sight of the world.
Yeah, and I had an epiphany. Speaking of epiphanies, I'm writing a song called Invisible right now that is not even, man, don't even know it yet, so you're getting a real exclusive. But it's about the people that you will come in here tonight and none of us will talk to. They're not popular, or they're not connected, you know. Yeah. I mean, they don't know everybody.
Let's go.
You know, so they'll come into a club and they'll watch everything and they'll see everybody hugging each other and then they'll leave. And, you know, maybe the girl that wasn't the prom queen, maybe the guy that people picked on, but they're in the crowd too. And I always wondered, what does it feel like to be them? Because, I mean, my whole life, you have no idea how blessed I've been. Like I said, I came from a really rough area of town. It's called St. Bethlehem, Clarksville. Shout out to Clarksville. And if you're from there or been there, you know what I'm talking about. Don't go, you know, good luck going there. And that's where I'm from. That's where those guys are from. And the truth of the matter is, I kind of was lucky enough to early on get a ton of friends, play a lot of sports, be in bands. My first band was 13. Have a lot of friends, have an army of friends. There's so many people that don't have that. As a matter of fact, I think they outnumber people like us who have all these connections, friends. Those are the invisible people. So I want to write a song for them. I want to put myself, and I want to do this constantly on all my records, put myself in positions of people that don't have the voice I have. Maybe I can give them a voice. Maybe I can help them realize that you think you're invisible, but I see you. Yeah. And I love you. That's awesome. And if you ever want to come talk to me, come talk to me, you know. And if you want to make friends here, come meet me, and I'll introduce you to 50 people. There might be 3 people that give you their number or their contact, and now you got a friend to go out with.
Yeah.
You know, I just, you know, those things at this stage of my life matter to me. I don't know why I think about it so much, but I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
I will see somebody and see a bunch of people walk by them and no one's even paying attention. Man, I just want to go over to them and give them a hug and go, dude, how you doing? What's your name? What's your story? You know, and then write a song about it.
And for you, somebody that's up here on stage and you've been touring, you know, nationally, and for you to see somebody out there in the crowd, everybody's walking by, and you get off there and you shake their hand or give them a hug, you could not believe what that would mean to them.
That's the weirdest part. I don't know what they're thinking the whole time. I don't know if it means anything to them, but I know that it means something to me. The fact that I was them growing up where when all my friends would, go out and play ball or do something, I would sit in the room and just listen to music and write. I was an introvert, and then boom, extrovert. It just flipped on me. So.
We'll have to kind of go back to the Killing Grace portion of the show, but it was really good to hear all that information from your perspective about people in the crowd. And one last thing about that, me being a very introverted person and this being my only real outlet for talking to a lot of people.
Yes.
Because I make it a point not to stare at the camera because it makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh. Yeah. I'm a singer. We do it all, man.
Well,
we don't care.
I've had this process is a work in progress.
No, I completely
it's
understand. It's
and me being very anxiety-ridden, whenever I'm sitting out in the crowd watching a show, if I don't know anybody, I'm going to sit there just like what you said, sit there and not talk to anybody
and just become invisible
and look at the stage.
Yes, sir.
But in my personal opinion, if you were to come up to me like that, it would just make everything just that much better. So
it means a lot to me from you and Bobby. That means a lot to me because I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I know that I'm doing what I think is the right thing, which is trying to find those people that, like I said, I know a million popular people, they got each other's back, but I always see these people that walk in between them that nobody's talking to them, nobody knows them, they don't know anybody, you can see it.
Yeah.
And then they sit down and they're like, well, do I belong here? And I thought, well, that's what rock and roll is. We're all a bunch of people that don't belong anywhere. That's why we all do what we do.
Back in 2014, whenever I first came into this scene, that's the way I was. I would sit in a chair in front of the stage and wonder, am I going to meet any of these people, or am I just going to sit here like in my own ball?
Yes.
Scott, you want to take us out?
All right. Well, first of all, tell us everything music-wise, where people can find you, like Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. Okay. Are you all involved in that?
We're involved in all of that. I got a lot of people that aren't here right now that are involved in all of that. Remember, I'm the singer. That means I'm the dumb one.
Well, we will get all the information out there.
Spotify, Amazon, everything, Facebook. We have everything.
Yes.
You can find us streaming, YouTube, tons of videos.
Google.
Everywhere. Google Killing Grace, Google Burning Yesterday. You will get so much, and it'll be all us. And we love for you to listen to our music. Like I said, you don't even have to like us, but I hope you'll like our music. The music's why we're here. That's why we all met each other. It was over one thing, and that's music. And
we'll try to make sure that you. Sorry, I interrupted you. We'll try to make sure that all your information is in the informational portion at the bottom of the video. So scroll down, check it out. We'll get all the links and post their bio and everything about Killing Grace.
Yes.
And maybe even a little bit about Burning Yesterday.
Burning Yesterday, and check them out too. Killing Grace, we'll be here tonight, so will Burning Yesterday, so will a lot of other great bands. Also, I just want to do a quick shout out to all the musicians and all the musicians' wives, families, kids, and friends that have to go through what we all go through and what we put you through. Shout out to all musicians. When you feel like you're about to give up, please keep playing music, man. We need music in this world. One love, man.
This has been East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise. Sorry I cut you off there, man.
I like it.
You've been great. We love this guy.
He is awesome.
We'll see you next time. Thank you.